Hey, Gavax here. Tell me if you heard this one before. They patched MLB The Show 20. So you're not suffering deja vu. 1.04 is out, and I'm a little concerned. Now, let's get into the concerns in a second. So, the first bullet or dash point fixed an issue that caused the button accuracy throw meter to get stuck in the red following a specific bullpen operation. Now, from what I know, this happened every time, and this will go live tomorrow morning, aka I think this morning when you see this video is when I'm launching it. So it's already live when you're seeing this. So what I heard is that every time the opponent had a pinch hitter, you were able to take it off by hitting pause and then unpause to get rid of this throw meter glitch. Now, they say it has to do with a specific bullpen operation, which is weird that they said the trigger was something different than we saw in our experiences in online play. So we'll see if they fix that glitch where you wouldn't be able to get it past the red in the throw accuracy meter. Now, why I'm concerned about this patch is because this glitch was introduced in 1.03, the last patch. They're patching the game this shortly after release. It concerns me for this game because we've seen this so often in other games like Madden, right? Where the glitch is introduced by the patch makes the game worse than it was pre-patch and those issues. So this, in my opinion, is kind of the biggest crux of the issue. It doesn't feel like they're testing these patches, right? They're just kind of throwing them out there without, and just like letting the players be the testers. Now, I know that's kind of like what they call agile development nowadays. So kind of throw it out there and let the players give you feedback. But man, it kind of sucks. I mean, it's kind of cool that we only had to play 2 days with this glitch. Yes, that is very true. And I got to give them credit that they were able to look into this and fix this so fast. So big props if this is fixed, that they were able to fix their issue, because in Madden, this would take 2 months to fix. So SDS, huge leg up there. I'm not calling them. They're not as bad as the Madden devs, okay? So sorry if I implied that. I'm just saying these are the problems we see in Madden, is that glitches get introduced with patches that are put out quickly and thoughtlessly. Now, Madden patches don't really come out quickly like this, but they come out thoughtlessly. So I really hope we don't see a lot of bugs introduced if they keep patching the game this quickly and they keep changing the hitting, which we'll get to in a second. So it's kind of strange that they're changing the game so dramatically so early. A little concerning because we kind of liked the game during the beta. The launch game wasn't bad, but there are issues, and I do like that they're looking at the issues pretty quickly. So that's actually really kind of cool, right? That they are listening to our feedback, because increase the hitting difficulty in Diamond Dynasty. I can't tell you how many times guys would get like 12s and like good timing and they hit home run, or they'd be like okay goods and they'd hit home runs with them. Now, that's frustrating when they miss the pitch with their PCI and still hit home run. Like, where's the user skill there, right? Obviously, I think confidence and stamina for pitcher plays a little, especially confidence. Stamina, I can see it. Confidence plays way too much of a role in Diamond Dynasty, in my opinion, still. I don't know how confidence a pitcher throws means the ball's going to come off the bat better or worse. I wish it would work with like accuracy, like they'd hang more pitches, they'd throw more wildly out of the zone for confidence rather than like changing the physics of the ball off the bat for pitcher confidence. But maybe that's the way they do it, so that way players, when they're getting shelled, they get really shelled, so you don't have to go to the bullpen. But it's hard to let a pitcher work his way out of an inning in Diamond Dynasty, as you're just going to start giving up more and more shots. So the increased hitting difficulty, which I think is a good thing, because guys were getting to World Series with like 450, 500 batting averages, and guys were kind of missing the ball, still getting hits. I think that it's good here. I think that it brings a little bit more skill gap, hopefully, that you actually have to get your PCI in the back. Perfect is there for a reason. Maybe pitching goes some sort of perfect thing where it actually goes where you perfectly put it, but then that kind of overrides some of the stats, and the reason that you would get lower control pitchers is because they're better stuff, but low control. So there's a lot of things that kind of go into the mix of hitting versus pitching and everything, but they made it harder. I hope this allows us to kind of like separate a little bit of that solid contact from the weak contact, because you know what? That's really the skill of this game. I really wish, like in one of these patch notes, my suggestion is I don't think they should have perfect for out of the zone. If the ball's out of the zone, I don't think perfect. You can have good squared ups, but perfect shouldn't trigger that, because all you do is slam your controller. You don't have any discipline. You're swinging a ball. You're not Vlad Guerrero. Like Vlad Guerrero, the skill gap IRL is putting the bat on the ball. in this game, there's no skill by slamming your controller and swinging the bat. That's not skill, swinging the bat out of the zone. So having the skill of keeping the eye of the batter, of keeping the ball in the zone, I think is where kind of we want a little bit of the skill gap to be. So in my opinion, let me know what you guys think in the comments, but in my opinion, I don't think perfect should be out of the zone. I think that will help increase hitting difficulty because people won't be able to kind of get bailed out by swinging at balls anymore. But we'll see what they did to increase hitting difficulty. This is very vague. We don't know if they decreased the foul ball rate, if they made the positive effects of having bad contact get worse, so that way you'll go into more outs when you had bad contact, which I imagine what they're saying right there. Next one, fewer check swings where it will hit the ball in the play. This is very frustrating as somebody who likes to when you're swinging a bat and you check or something. In this game, it's so hard to check. But you're kind of not putting the ball in the play, so it's hard to get wound up and ready for a pitch. You don't really wind up in this game; you just kind of hit the button. But I don't know, it was very frustrating putting check balls into play, and then your opponent would completely be perfect checking the whole time. So I'm okay with this. I'm okay with it to be those last minute or millisecond decision makers. I just think it's annoying. But yeah, check swings. They're okay this year, I think. What are your opinions on check swings? Pitch speed slider has more range. I don't know what that means. I'm pretty sure what it means is that they're not changing the pitch speed. They're just allowing you on your own to raise it and lower it for offline play to make it be able to go faster or slower. So the pitch speed slider kind of got wider, but it doesn't really affect online play. It's kind of how I take it. I really wish they can be a little bit more direct for if that affects online play. When swinging early on an outside pitch, fly ball and line drives that would be labeled rolled over and I'd be labeled out in front. So that's kind of more an aesthetic change than anything else. So that's not that big of a deal, just kind of like a feedback change. So like I said, the biggest concern is all the bugs that could be introduced by messing around with the game so much so early. Instead of putting out one big great patch at the end, they put out after a few weeks or a month. They put out back-to-back patches. It seems pretty quick. But let me know what you guys think. I guess we'll obviously test it here going forward. Really concerning about them changing the game, but you know what? If they react fast to any bugs, then, we don't have to deal with it for a couple days. It's actually not that bad and that big of a deal. But thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.